Today is our day where we focus in on love and romance on our Friday, which is a Venus ruled day. Also, Happy New Year to everyone out there. We have officially entered 2021, and I hope that it is doing well for all of you so far. This is going to be focusing on each sign. We are going to do small readings to get a look at your love and romance themes for the week ahead, and I hope that they will be awesome. As always. If you have not followed my channel before, my name is Ariel. You have reached Dragon Tail Tarot. I hope you will reach out there, hit that subscribe button, and join the Dragon family. And I also invite you to give it a Dragon Claw up by clicking that like button and let me know you enjoy the content here. So if you're interested, I should always say this in my lives. I don't always say this in my lives, but if you're interested in a personal reading with me, or would like any info on the card decks that I use, or want to make a donation to the channel through PayPal, all those links and information will be posted below in the description box, as they always are on all my videos. So good to see you out there tonight, and I hope that it is so far getting off to a wonderful start. We have entered a 5 vibration instead of the 4 vibration. So check out as well, last night around close to midnight, we did a nice long live stream that brought up all of our 2021 predictions and themes for the year ahead for the collective. So no matter what your sign is, that's going to give you some really good ideas of what's coming up, what we will be looking at in the year of 2021. There's some really good stuff. There's some really challenging stuff. It really came through as, you know, definitely a mixed bag. But I feel like there's also just a lot of freeing ourselves from, you know, old anxieties, old worries, old thoughts, and difficulties. I am going to try to make these readings a little quicker tonight, y'all, because I do have a date with a giant pot of black-eyed peas. And, you know, they're tasty, and I'm going to be hungry, so I can't wait. That is I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm born and raised in the South, and that is a very traditional good luck, you know, thing that you do every year. On New Year's Day, you got to eat the black-eyed peas. That's going to bring you luck and good fortune for the rest of the year. Yeah. Just in case you didn't know. That's a very Southern thing. I'll never forget, there was a couple years ago, where me and one of my best friends, Natrina, on New Year's Day drove to every restaurant in the South to see if we could find black-eyed peas. We thought, New Year's Day, everyone's going to be serving that. And nobody had them. Either they had sold out, or they, they didn't have them. So I was like, damn it, we are going to get black-eyed peas. It is New Year's Day. We're not going to go a whole year without our bean luck. And so, like, I think we ended up going to the grocery store or something, or we found some weird restaurant, and we did get them. But it was insane. Yeah, Moonchild, that's fine. If you want to eat black-eyed peas while listening to the black-eyed peas, I'm for that too, so. Colin, thank you so much for that blessing. As always, Colin, you are such a great contributor to this channel, I swear. That's where most of my donations are coming from at the end of the month. I'm like, oh yeah. Oh my gosh, I appreciate it so much. So yeah, that's why I'm gonna try to keep these readings tonight at a brisk pace, so that I can go get involved with my black-eyed peas. That's what I'm doing tonight. I'm also fixing up collard greens and biscuits, and maybe a cornbread and some fried chicken. Just like my dad used to. It's a fried chicken day. Sorry to any of the vegetarians out there. I used to be a vegetarian. Actually used to be a vegan for many years, but my dad and his fried chicken kind of ruined that a little bit, because dude could make some fried chicken, and he taught me how to do it, so it's okay. The birds can eat me when I'm dead. I have no problem with that. They can eat me when I'm dead. Oh my gosh. Yes, I know the struggle is real. And, you know, it's funny. Most of the time I do eat a vegetarian diet. I don't really eat very much meat. But it's a special day. And anyone can eat the black-eyed peas. Those are totally fine for everyone. You know, the black-eyed peas are actually one of the best sources of protein. They're one of the highest quality beans or legumes that you can eat. Just fun fact. So I highly recommend them to anybody. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and look at the astrology of the day. Let's see what we got. I have not yet really sat down and looked at it, so we'll look at it together. So today, right now, we have, looks like an Leo rising. Yeah, we're in a Leo rising right now. So the moon today is in Leo. It's at 16 degrees of Leo, so it will be in Leo through tomorrow. Leo moons, wow. I mean, that's a lot of, it can be potential drama and speaking from the heart, feeling very emotional, wanting to do things in a big way, making big gestures. It's a very creative sign, so we may very much feel that sort of gregarious, outgoing, you know, our pride is involved on a lot of that, right? So that is our moon sign for tonight and tomorrow. We have quite a bundle of a little serious planet party right here. Look at this. The Sun and Mercury and Pluto all traveling together in the sign of Capricorn. So I would say that our thoughts are very deep, right? When Mercury is conjunct Pluto, expect that this weekend and week ahead, that, you know, our thoughts will be very incisive, very probing. We want to get to the heart of the matter. It's very investigative, you know, really isn't satisfied with surface answers. And it's also in that Capricorn energy, so we really want practical communication on top of it. It's like it's very deep, it's very serious. It wants to know that things can go the distance, especially in our relationships. Yes, we may be very focused on work as well. Very focused on our personal transformation and growth. That's a very interesting and strong, you know, little triple Capricorn energy that's going on right there. And of course, you know, Pluto is still conjunct Saturn. Even though they're not in the same sign anymore, by degree. A conjunction happens when 2 or more planets are 10 degrees or less apart. And so they're still affecting each other. They're still within in that orbit. So and of course, Jupiter as well is part of our planet party, conjunct Pluto as well. So we are definitely having a little planet party over there with 5 of our planets all hanging out together this week. So when we have more conjunctions, there's more focus, there's more intensity on those areas. And so, of course, it is in the areas of Capricorn and Aquarius. We're thinking about not only the future, which is Aquarians, you know, realm of rulership, but we're also thinking about practicality, groundedness, making good plans, thinking ahead. The two of those come together in a very unique way, where, you know, one is thinking about the future, Capricorn's very much about learning from the past. And so, you know, if you bring those two together, they're very complementary because it helps us to really learn from the past while planning well ahead for the future. It's a very independent energy. It's a little bit of a solitary energy sometimes. Aquarius rules the mass consciousness, but it also rules the unique individual. So I think this is a great time to work on your unique individuality, be very authentic to yourself, and get some fun stuff done on that. This week ahead as well, I will say, look at this. We've got Mars moving into aspect of Uranus. Check it out. Now, Uranus rules Aquarius, so it is more electric. It can be erratic. It can be unexpected energy and surprises. Mars, of course, is our planet of masculinity. It is forward movement. It's dynamic. It's our aggression. It's the way we fight. So when these two are together, what do you think is going to happen? We could have unexpected arguments, unexpected conflicts, unexpected energy comes up. It's very strong, and sometimes it can be really dramatic. And sometimes it can be really positive, and sometimes not so positive. It can be a little bit like a tower. A little bit like that Tower card, because the Tower is ruled by Mars, and it has that lightning in there, and that's very Uranian, very Aquarian, right? And so this week ahead, I would say, be prepared for the unexpected. It may not come because that is part of the unexpected. You don't expect it. It may come, it may not, right? You may have really big bolts of inspiration, big changes of you know, direction, big epiphanies, big revelations, moments of liberation. That would be a very nice outcome. You know, you may take action on something finally after sitting it out for quite a while. So it's not a bad energy, but it's very interesting. Venus is continuing along for this week in the sign of Sagittarius. This is going to be the last week it spends in Sagittarius for this year, and it will be moving into the sign of Capricorn next week on the 8th when we have our next Fire Dragon Friday. So for this week ahead, continuing on with the themes of Venus in Sagittarius, very good for socializing, very good for meeting people, very good for being outgoing, sharing ideas. I think Venus in Sagittarius is far nicer if you are single, because it is a more flirty, you know, kind of wandery energy. It's like, it, you know, it's checking everybody out. So if you're single, Venus in Sagittarius is a fun place for it to be, because it really helps you meet lots of people. It's going to get a lot more serious once Venus enters the sign of Capricorn, which is very dedicated, committed, and determined. So there we have it for our week ahead in the stars, in the planets, truly. So yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Let's go ahead and get into our card readings, y'all. I'm going to try to chug through these so I can get into the kitchen. It's just the truth, you know. I have nothing against being in the kitchen. I can kick ass and cook too, so you know, like. Let's start with our tuning forks. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to use the vibration of the Earth, Venus, and the Sun. Yeah, I don't know. You know, some people eat late. I'm a night owl, so I get up late, and that means I eat late. So that's the way I am. Yeah. I'm definitely hoot owl. Always have been. So let's go ahead and bring in some of our planetary vibrations. Whew. Nice. All right. I always love to get the sonic vibrations on this. I am gonna keep my Earth fork out here to energize my card decks as well. I always do that. So if you ever get some tuning forks for yourselves, they're very, very helpful in they can tune you up, and they can tune your objects up that you use for readings or psychic intention. I did the John Ballou course for sound therapy, and it was really good, you know, because I do use them for like chakra therapy. They're just very helpful. All right, and then I am going to burn a little sage, a little sweetgrass for us. I'm going to go ahead and just cleanse the space and just bring it some nice, good vibes for everybody. So let's head and start with our sage. All right, guys. Sage, sending it across the waves for you out there. That's the thing about, you know, the tradition of burning sage and sweetgrasses is partly it's partly to cleanse and purify, but it's also, you know, the old tradition that, you know, sending smoke up, you know, connects us to spirit, right? Yeah. Moonchild, you're awesome. All right. And we got our sweetgrass braid here. Go ahead and burn a little bit of that. All right, just getting that ready for y'all. All right, dear angels, dear ancestors, divine beings of light, ascended masters, all of our passed on loved ones, all our personal guides and guardians. I just want to invite you in to the space to be with each of our folks, either in the chat or watching this later, whoever's going to end up seeing these. I just want to ask you for messages surrounding love and relationships for all of our 12 beautiful zodiac signs. And just ask that you bring in everything they need to see, everything they need to hear that will help them for their week ahead. Right. And I am going to go in order today. Let's see. Go ahead and get these right. Y'all, so let's start out with our Aries. Let's see what we got. Aries in the house. Mars definitely is in a strong aspect this week for you, Aries. We have it dancing with Uranus, so I would say that this could be a week of lots of unexpected changes of events during your week ahead. Absolutely, in your personal energy. Venus is trining Mars for you this week, so this is also a very, very nice energy for all the Aries out there. You know, Venus and Mars are getting along this week. They are in harmony, so that is a good thing there for you, Aries. Let's see what your key theme or element this week is going to be. Clarity, look at that. And you might feel that this week, Aries, especially when it comes to your romance life, your emotional well-being inside. It may be like that bolt from the blue. That's really what it feels like, because Uranus has that clarity energy. It has that very King of Swords, you know, very lightning flash of inspiration or awareness. So clarity could be very well coming to you in your love life this week, Aries. Let's get some tarot on this for you. Nice. I like that. It's like looking in that crystal ball and finally seeing the truth, finally seeing the roadblock, finally seeing whatever it is that's getting in the way of things for you, or has been getting in the way of things for you. There's a lot of good clarity coming through for Aries this week. What did we say? Honeys! Oh my gosh. Okay, King of Swords. There he is. I said it's a King of Swords energy, right? There is that lightning. There's that Aquarius energy. That's Uranus hanging out with your ruling planet Mars. To me, there you go. This is clarity. This is making good plans. This is coming up with a new strategy. Really taking control of things and really not putting up with anybody's BS, because the King and Queen of Swords, they aren't for that. They really detach emotionally. So, you know, that could be a very strong thing that you do this week as well, Aries, is that you detach emotionally from any drama surrounding your love life or romantic situations, and you just see things for what they truly are instead of what you wish they were. In the center, look at that. We keep moving on. We're going to the Strength card. So this is a balancing energy between your spirit and your physical manifestation. I love that it's that Leo energy, which is also a fellow fire sign. So I really do believe this is a balancing act this week, Aries. You will be balancing between the energy of your personal spirit and also the way that you manifest things. How well does your outward manifestation reflect what you feel in your heart and soul? That is what you really want to focus on this week with anything to do with love or interactions with friends. And on our outcome card, check it out. Nice. We've got the star. So Aquarius energy is riding very strong with you, Aries. You know, you can see that planetarily, and you can also see this in the cards. So the star to me is a very, very positive card. I think it's an even more positive vibration of this Aquarius energy. So to me, it's like you start out feeling a little more feisty, a little more defensive in some ways, on some level, because there is a little bit of that with the King of Swords. But by the week's end, like you're moving to the very enlightened vibration of this Aquarius energy with the star, return of hope, return of faith, you know, return of the, you know, feeling that, you know, my dreams can come true, my wishes can be made manifest. So definitely going to the next level, no matter whether you're single, coupled, or in separation, Aries. These readings are for you, so just keep that in mind. And the Two of Wands is on the bottom. So to me, this is all about keeping your mind open, door number 1 or door number 2. But things are opening up, new beginnings are happening, and I think that's awesome because we are, of course, in our new year energy now. So let's get a affirmation on this for you, Aries. I love that all those Aquarian cards and clarity. Aries, I'm telling you, ooh, Uranus is getting ready to light it up for you this week. Lots of lightning. Lightning is your energy this week, Aries. It is. It's just those flashes of insight. I love lightning storms, so it's going to bring to me, it's, you know, Aquarius energy, the three main elements of Aquarius are truth, freedom, and the universal brotherhood and sisterhood of all human beings. So to me, those are the things you are embracing very strongly this week. Whatever your situation is, you know, I think there's just so much good coming in with that. And so look at that. The card for your affirmation is failure. I understand that a mistake is an opportunity to learn. So I want you to change the way that you see that word failure, right? That's the thing about that, right? It's just an opportunity. If you try something and it didn't work the way that you wanted it to work, that doesn't mean you failed. It just means that there's something else coming, or you learned something that you didn't know before. So change that around. And this could be, you know, this is really to me like a mental change. It's a mental change that's going on with you as well, Aries, this week. So it's time to change your mind up. You know, Aquarius is always about changing our mind up. It's the sign of the intellect. It's the oldest air sign, so it really is about ascending beyond the regular worries and anxieties and going to the higher mind, the higher ascension. That's why it's so focused on the future. That's why Aquarius is so idealistic. They dream of a better world. They always do. It's the way they are. So let's get into our next sign, y'all. Let's get into our Taurus for the week in our love and romance readings. Let's see what we've got for all our beautiful Taurus out there. These are going to be for whether you're single, coupled, or in separation, Taurus. If these don't resonate with you, check your other placements in your chart. You'll get more messages out of these and any readings you watch on YouTube. Ooh, Taurus, coming through as beauty. And you know, Taurus, I love this for you because you are Venus ruled. Taurus is definitely about those aesthetics, and whether it's, you know, physical attractiveness, spiritual and emotional attractiveness, the beauty of the arts, of music, of creativity, Taurus does embody a lot of aesthetic beauty. They really, really do. This is also reminding you to see the beauty within and without. We live in a society where people are very, very hard on their looks, on their physical body. They feel pressured all the time to be some sort of weird perfect, which doesn't exist. And so this to me is very much encouraging you, Taurus, to really look at what makes you beautiful inside and out. What is it that truly creates making you a unique person? How do you contribute beauty to the world? And it's really, again, about your creativity as well, because I really feel like this is linked into that Venus rulership for you. You know, Venus, your ruling planet this week ahead, being in the sign of Sagittarius, I really do believe that you know, it's a good week to try things you haven't tried before. It's a good week to continue to explore and adventure. For all my single Taurians, it's a great time to just talk to lots of different people, get to know what you like, get to know what you don't like. Very, very important this week. So let's pull some tarot for the Taurus out there. Let's see what we've got for them in love for this week ahead. Ooh, okay, very earthy. All right, so Taurus, we're starting out with a page of swords. So to me, there is a lot of thought going on here. There's a lot of communication. This is definitely a youthful energy. So you could be dealing with people who are a little more immature than you or have an age difference from you. It's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. There could be lots more text messages and phone calls this week. I get that very strongly. In the center, we have the Devil card coming up in here, Taurus. The Devil is our Capricorn card of the major arcana. So this could be a week of a couple different things when it comes to relationships. It could be saying that you could be setting yourself free from a relationship that's very limiting or very challenging. You could be doing a lot of hard work on a relationship because it is Capricorn energy and it is a hard worker. But it also says that you may need to relax because most of the time what I feel with the Devil, the negative side of Capricorn is that we overwork, we do too much, we bite off more than we can chew sometimes. And so Taurus, if you've been really chained to your work, chained to things that are, you know, stressing you out, worrying you, causing you unnecessary anxiety, it's time to step away from that this week. And I love our outcome card because the Hierophant is you. That is your major arcana card in the tarot. That's our Hierophant. That is our Taurus card. So to me, you're leaving behind a lot of the worries and the more stressful circumstances that come with the Devil and moving into a place of spiritual alignment, really coming from a place where, you know, you want to dedicate and commit to something on a higher level. The Hierophant can also denote that people are coming to you for help or assistance or advice. You know, you might, if you're in a relationship or you're dating somebody, they may be saying, Taurus, I really need your help. You seem so wise. Can you please help me out with something? That's really what I feel with this. And, you know, for some of you, this can be taking a relationship to the next level, right? It's really sort of like you may have had worries or thoughts about, is this going to go to the next level? Is it going to get better? Is it going to, you know, get more committed and stable? And this is saying yes, right? It's like, yes, it will get more committed and stable. If it doesn't, you're just like, no, because that's what you want. And see, Six of Swords on the bottom. You're leaving behind those stressful old circumstances, Taurus. You're not willing to play with that anymore. So I think that the steps that you take this week are very much going to reflect that. You're really going towards a place of leaving behind more worries and things that chain you to stress and entering a place where you feel very stable, very strong, and very much in your power, because that is a power card for Taurus in the tarot. So let's get into your affirmation of the week. There we are. Friendship is your key word this week, Taurus. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So you may have a very special connection, commitment, partnership. If you're in a love connection, cultivating the friendship side of it is very important as well this week. So Very nice reading for you. Beauty, friendship, letting go of stress, stepping into a new, better, calmer reality. Nice, nice, nice. All right. Let's see what we got next. We got Gemini. All right, Gemmy Gems. How are my Geminis doing out there? Hope you all are doing awesome on this New Year's Day. Let's see what we have got for you this week in love and romance in your cards. Let's start out with a keyword theme for our Geminis. This will be whether you are single, coupled, or in relationship. Please, Spirit, let's see what we have for Gemini. Closure. Ooh, Gemini. So this is a week of something coming full circle in a relationship. Whether it is healing from an old relationship, it could even be something from a very long time ago, you know, that you're just healing from, and you finally gain that sense of closure. Like, yes, I can finally walk away. I can finally go. I can finally go continue on my path. This can also be closure to something, you know, like just a question or an issue that you've been facing in a relationship, and you finally feel like, oh, good, I got the information, I got the answers that I need, so that I can walk on to my next path of existence. So closure doesn't always mean the end of a relationship by any means. Sometimes it just means that, you know, if you had an issue in your relationship, you're getting that situation resolved, or getting the closure around it. And sometimes it just means you're healing from something from the past. I mean, let's face it, we can get into another relationship and still not have all the closure that we want from something else in the past that hurt us. So that can be part of it too, Gemini. So let's get into your tarot this week. Let's see what we have got for you in the love realm for this week. I know Venus is making its last pass through your universal relationship house this week, Gemini. So you may very, very strongly, you know, this last 2 or 3 weeks has been some strong relationship energy coming up for you in the planets. Wow, yeah, I mean, to me, there's some strong elements coming up here. So Knight of Pentacles shows that you really have a lot of resolve, a lot of fortitude, a lot of stamina. You really want to go the distance in your life and in love. It's really very strong. You could also be dealing with a earth sign, you know, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, because they are earthy. And, you know, the Knight of Pentacles is very positive. He is the one knight that makes it all the way to the finish line and is the best prepared of all the knights. Five of Swords, you know, this is really, to me, tying back into that closure card, because this could be really still grappling with some old pain of someone that either really betrayed you, wounded you, stepped on you, you know, had that attitude of winning at all cost, and really kind of tore you up. The Five of Swords is one of the most difficult cards. It's also one of those situations where you may have really gone back and forth between, should I stay or should I go? Should I cut my losses and get out of here, or should I continue to try to make this work? So Gemini, take it as it resonates for your personal situation, because these are general, but you may be in one or the other situation where this is something currently going on and you're saying, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do, and am I gonna walk or am I gonna keep trying? And if it's something that's already in the past, you're definitely coming into that healing energy. Either way, there's a huge resurrection and rebirth energy here with the Judgment card by the week's end, because this is the higher vibration of the Death card. This is our Scorpio energy, and it really is about having that complete renewal and rebirth. I feel like no matter what you choose or what direction you go in, you're really very focused on having like a brand new energy, brand new life. You don't want to keep repeating negative stuff from the past. It's like you really, really want, you know, you want that revival. You want that resurrection. You want to feel like new life is coming back after you've gone through quite some heavy transitions or death cycles. So let's get into your affirmation here. Trust. Yeah, this is very important to this whole outcome here, Gemini, is to trust your instincts, trust your intuition, trust in spirit. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So Gemini, get a little time to yourself, time to just be quiet, time to still the mind, because it's really important that you listen to your heart, listen to your intuition this week, because it's a little intense. It's a little intense, I'm not gonna lie. King of Wands, though, go for what you want. Go for what you want. Listen to that. Listen to that strongly this week, Gemini. All right. Next, we have got Cancer. Cancer is in the house. I hope you all are all doing awesome out there. I'm going to see what we've got for you this week in love and romance. Let's see what's coming up for Cancer. And Cancer, these are general, so these will apply whether you're single, coupled, or in a relationship, or in separation. Take them as they resonate to your personal situation. If they don't resonate at all, you may want to check the placements on the rest of your personal natal chart. They'll give you more information on any readings that you watch. So, dear Spirit, show us Cancer for this week. So Cancer, you are working. Yes, the career is very highlighted and very focused upon this week ahead. So, this could mean that you are very busy at work, could mean your love interest or partner is very busy in their work, but that's definitely something that you're focused on very strongly. It could also be a time when, because this is a love reading, that you either meet somebody that you fall for in your job or at work, and it also could point to just, focusing on a career that you really love going forward. So let's see what we have got in your tarot for the week. The Cancers are busy these days. I know they are. We've got several Cancers that regularly come to the live chats, and they are all of them are working. I'm telling you, it's not surprised that the career card came out. All right, Cancer, let's get your tarot on this. Wow, this is a powerful week. Oh, yes, it is. Look at this. Four of Cups. So here it is. This is that sitting and procrastinating here. This is really, it's like waiting for that perfect moment or opportunity to step in, waiting for spirit or waiting for someone that kept saying, I'll be there, Cancer. And you're like, you still aren't here, and I'm still waiting around for you. So to me, this is the card of really coming out of procrastination. King of Cups is coming up next. To me, this is a power card for you, Cancer, because that is the Cancer King. He is most strongly aligned with that sign. So this to me is making good emotional decisions, really having a very heart healing kind of a week. The King of Cups is very much about that heart healing of the heart chakra, solar plexus chakra, and the third eye. Very, very highlighted within this card as well. So to me, Cancer, this is really you, I think, stepping into more of your personal power and making good decisions going forward on an emotional level. And look at this Emperor coming out. So here's some Aries energy coming up in the house as well. To me, this is really nice for my Cancers out there, because this says you've grown, you've learned, you've stepped past a lot of old things, you've fought the battles, you've gotten a lot of wisdom, you've gained a lot of objectivity and perspective through this period of time. But this is definitely about action. This is about emotional action. This is about physical action, where you just, you really step into a good energy where you feel like, you feel like you're just in control of your life, and not in a harsh way, but just in a way like things are making sense. I know what I want. I know what I want to get. I'm going to take the steps to go after it. I mean, this is just very nice. You could be dealing with a fellow water sign because you got some water energy. You could be dealing with an Aries. Yeah, could be. On the bottom, we do have the Queen of Swords. So to me, Cancer, this is also bringing in a little bit of that intellectual energy. Could be dealing with an air sign for some of you, but that is a Libra card. So it is about justice, fairness, balance. It's about cutting situations, people, and things out of your life that really don't contribute to your overall well-being, or people that have really messed with you or stabbed you in the back. So it's really, really intense. Yeah, career. I mean, it's like it gets back to this too. Are they messing with your job? Are they causing so much chaos and trouble and strife that you can't really focus properly on the things that you want to do? And, you know, I mean, to me, that's a good relationship understands. It's like sometimes you're going to be busy. Capricorns get that. I mean, we're like, I get it. You got to work. But not everybody understands that on that level. And so there's a feeling of clearing some clutter out here. And really stepping up into your own here, Cancer, with this King of Cups and this Emperor, leaving behind anything that's kept you on hold, anything that keeps putting you off or putting you to the side. I really like it. So let's get an affirmation on this for y'all. Look at that, intense, right? So some Scorpio energy with the Death card coming in here. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. So there can be some big, full circle, transitional phases going on this week, Cancer, in your career life, your love life. I think they're kind of intertwined. You know, wow. I think you're cutting something out for a lot of you. Definitely a cutting something out. Interesting to see what it will be for you on an individual basis. All right. And thank you for that extra blessing, Colin. You're very generous crab. All right, Leo, let's get you going. Let's see what we've got for our beautiful lions and lionesses coming up this week. The moon is in Leo today, so I expect some interesting messages for our Leo folks out there. So let's see what we have for love and romance. Dear angels, ascended masters, guardians and ancestors. Let's see what we've got for Leo, whether they are single, coupled, or in separation. Let's see what you have for them today in their love life. Family. Oh, Leo. And I love that big full moon that's right around there, because we just had our big full moon in Cancer. And so right now, today, the Leo moon is going on. So if you have a Leo moon in your personal chart, your lunar return is today or this weekend. Yeah. So to me, you know, Leo, you are a sign, funny enough. I think the two signs that are really most closely aligned with family connections are Cancer and Leo. And so to me, it's very interesting that we have that coming up, because to me, you know, lions are very connected to their family roots, their family connections, but Leo is more about the enjoyment of the family, whereas Cancer is more about the responsibilities, right? You know, the actual like hard work. Leo is more about like, let's play, let's have a good time, let's enjoy each other's company. And so that may be what comes into your love life this week. This will really speak to you, especially if you are, you know, if you already have children, if the person you're interested in is got kids. It could be a blended family, you know, where you've got, you know, kids from each, you know, side. And so that's very much, you know, an element that could be coming up. But family does affect your love life this week. That's something that's part of, you know, attracting or creating better relationships. So let's get into your tarot, Leo. Let's see what we have got coming up for you this week. Oh my, that's nice. Ooh, yeah, good. Fire energy here. Very good. Okay, so Leo, we're starting out with the Temperance card. Sagittarius energy in the house. So to me, this is a beautiful card of moderation, balance, resilience, coming through the fire, having had it make you stronger. So remember, any kind of challenges that come up in your relationship life, your family life, etc. this week, remember that you're strong, remember that you're resilient and you're positive. You've been down a lot of journeys, you've been through a lot of testings, and you've come through them even stronger. Just remember, you've got what it takes to get through it. Second card, interesting. So to me, this is a fiery, very Aries energy around this card that's all about new doors opening. Sometimes it can be options. It can say, okay, do I want door number 1 or do I want door number 2? Which option will I take? Which opportunity will I act on? Because it is an action card, no doubt about that. You know, and it's really also sort of that contemplation. They, you know, there's always that globe, you know, it's like they're spinning the globe and they're saying, where in the world do I want to go next? So you may be really contemplating a lot of new beginnings, of course, being this the first week of the new year. On the outcome, I love how this jumps very quickly from the 2 of Wands to the 10 of Wands, because the 2 is the beginning and the 10 is the completion. And to me, you know, the 10 of Wands, of course, is a very different energy than the 2, because it's really about, you know, ending a burdensome cycle, ending something that's been very challenging. And so, you know, this week you may really make the decision, Leo, to just finish up whatever it is that's weighing you down and put it down and start to really contemplate those new beginnings. And realizing that if you want the new beginning, you gotta let go of the old baggage, the old burdens, before you can really have it, right? That's the balance. That's the balance right here in that temperance, right? Do you want the new beginning? Well, Leo, you gotta put down that bundle. Even if it's something you've been working on for a while. It's like if it's causing you more stress than joy, that's what you gotta do. And on the bottom, we've got, oh yeah, we got the Hermit card. So Virgo energy, this is all about inward healing. Really pay attention to yourself as well. I feel like there's a huge dynamic of, you know, family, and you may be feeling very surrounded. You may be feeling like there's just, you know, oh, there's all these family members, all these people around me all the time, and you need some hermit time. You really do, to just work on yourself, shut out the external world, and focus on what's true for you. Focus on what it is that you really want to go get. Because if you're making this decision about where to go next, you need to get in tune with yourself to really get the best idea and outcome. So let's get an affirmation card on this for you. Let me shuffle this again. Shuffle this again. Dear Spirit, let's get Leo. Let's get them an affirmation, please. Let's get this. All right, that makes more sense. Judgment coming up. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenge. Yes, the card that came up before was death, and I was like, that ain't it. This is what came up for Cancer. So check this out. Yes, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. And so, you know, if there's some kind of challenge within the family dynamic or group, and it could be really affecting what you feel like your relationship or your love life this week, Leo. It's like, remember that everyone has their own path. Remember that everyone has their own lessons, and they don't always match up in lockstep. A lot of times they don't. And so it's really about kind of hanging in there and working on yourself while they work on themselves. So yeah, that's a very strong message this week, Leo. Turning loose of control of the outcome or the situation, just letting people be them, right? And let you be you and meet in the middle. That's what that feels like. All right, let's get our next sign. Hey, Miss Mindful. I saw Beth sneak into the chat too there. I'm sorry I haven't been shouting out more of the folks in my chat during this session. I've got a lot going on tonight, so I'm trying to get through these relatively quick. Glad to see Fry King here too. Yes, that's right. Moonlight is reflected sunlight. That's right. All right, guys, let's see what we've got for our Virgos in the house. Let's see, Virgo. Virgo, this isn't good. This is a good time for you, Virgo. We got a lot of earth energy with Mercury And the sun in Capricorn this week, that's all very positive for you. Capricorn season is a good, powerful time for Virgo. So let's see what we have for them for their love and relationship life. Dear angels and guides, please let's see what you have for our Virgos. Single, coupled, or in separation. This is general, so take it as it resonates, Virgo. Truth will set you free. Ooh, so to me, this week, I would say planetarily, Virgo, could be a little more stressful. You may feel a little more anxiety in your personal relationships going on, and it's simply due to the fact that Venus is still transiting through the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a square to your sign, and so when Venus is putting that pressure on your sun sign, you're going to feel that in the area of relationships. And it's not just love, it could be friendships, family relationships, coworkers, etc. You could really be butting heads a lot and just feeling like, oh, stress, right? It's like, it's just, and you may not have it happen, but you just feel like you have to tread more carefully. Like you feel like if you say just the wrong thing, it could start an argument with someone, and so you're having to be really careful. However, Sagittarius is also a very truthful sign. Is a very truthful sign. So you may see some truth revealed, some kind of secret come out, some kind of, you know, thing that you really needed to know come to the surface. So it's not a bad thing at all. To me, it's, you know, truth is always better than a pretty lie. It is, you know, hard truth is better than a nice lie. It's also encouraging you as well, Virgo. Be very honest with yourself and your intentions towards others. You know, if they ask you what it is you want in a relationship, you tell them, right? Don't play. Don't play, Virgo. I know that you can be very sweet and you want to be very accommodating. You know, but the Venus and Sagittarius energy really encourages you to just say it. You know, don't sugarcoat it. Just say what you want, because you can't get what you don't ask for. You may not get it anyway, but at least you know, you gotta ask for it. So that's important. Let's get some tarot on this for you, Virgo. Definitely something to do with some love this week, Virgo. We got our Two of Cups here. So to me, this is, you know, a soul connection, a twin flame connection. You could be meeting this person for the first time. If you're single, this could be somebody you've already met, somebody that you're on the outs with and not talking to, but you need the truth, right? And there needs to be a healing, because the Two of Cups is definitely is about a emotional healing, a romantic healing of the heart, very much coming together. To me, there's a lot of balancing going on this week with this Strength card, because again, here's the symbol of spirit, here's the symbol of our physical outer manifestation, right? So make sure that you're letting, you know, your words, your actions, your intentions reflect very, very clearly what you feel and value inside. Don't be afraid to speak. Again, Four of Pentacles is here. So this could be, you know, for my Virgos that are either in separation or this is somebody you've been kind of going back and forth with. There's that feeling of holding on to this, like in the heart space. It's sort of like, I don't want to give up on this. I feel a really strong connection here. I don't want to put it down just yet, even if it's been challenging. But I think being very honest this week about your intentions, your expectations is very important, even if it's tough. And the Fool card is on the bottom, Virgo. So it really is about, you know, let go and let God, let the divine guide you. Take that leap of faith. Don't worry too much about the outcome, because my feeling always is that what's meant to be for us will be for us. Who's meant to be with us will be with us. It'll work itself out, even if it seems really difficult or almost impossible sometimes. The miracles can happen when something's meant to be. So let's see what we've got for you in your affirmations this week. Courage. And you may need that this week, Virgo. Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. And look at that. We have the Courage card and we have the Strength card coming out for you this week. So I would say, don't be afraid to face the truth. Don't be afraid to speak the truth in love and relationships. you do have the courage. And of course we know, I mean, it's things like that can always be scary, right? But that's the essence of bravery, is being afraid and doing the right thing anyway, saying your truth anyway. So I'm with you, Virgo. I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you. And I pray for you that this will be a really good week ahead and you'll get the answers and the clarity that you seek. All right. And I saw my Amber sneak in there. We just had a good reading for Virgo. The full moon reading for Virgo, because I know that's your Venus sign, Amber, was amazing. If y'all haven't watched your full moon reads for that Cancer full moon that we had, we're still in that energy for the month, you know, we're in that energy. Definitely watch those that I posted, those full moon Cancer videos. The Virgo one was awesome. And it was like, through the whole thing, I kept thinking, free your mind. And as soon as I turned the camera off, I was singing that En Vogue song, Free Your Mind. I was like, that's anybody with Virgo influence. So through that full moon, I was like, free your mind, the rest will follow. I was like, it's totally... I turned that song on while I was uploading the video. I was like, yes, that's my Virgo song for the week. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all, let's get into our next sign. Let's see what we got for our Libras, our beautiful Libras. I don't know if we got our Libras in the chat tonight, but thinking of you, Libra, loving you. You guys are awesome. You make some of the absolute best friends in the world. I love my Libras. So let's get into your love and romance themes for this week ahead. We're going to start with a primary card of what you will be focused on this week. Dear angels, divine spirits of light, guardians and ancestors, let's see what we have for our beautiful Libras out there in love and romance, whether they are single, coupled, or in separation. Let's see what you've got for them. And you've got the beauty card as well. I love this. Oh, my Libras. So, you know, Taurus had the same keyword, and I'm loving the synchronicity because both Libra and Taurus are ruled by Venus, which of course is a goddess of love and beauty. So Libra, to me, this again, just like for Taurus, focus this week on personal inner beauty and outward. Take good care of yourself. You might need a spa day, Libra. You might just need, you know, to go get the pedicure, or just treat yourself to a day off where you just hang out, take a good soak in the tub, you know, work on that kind of thing, because it's very, very positive and healing for you. To me, this is also, a lot of my Libras are very creative. So if you're someone that works in the arts or some creative, you know, profession, even if it's just a hobby, you know, it's like, this is a really great week to focus on that. And I think that when you start to feel more beautiful inside and out, when you start to really value yourself, you become more attractive, more appealing to other people, not in a vain or self-obsessed kind of way. It's not that energy. This is just really, you know, we all like to feel our best. We do. And so this is really what you and Taurus will be focusing on this week very strongly. It also might be, you know, a kind of week where somebody gives you something beautiful, like some flowers or something that's really aesthetic, and you just go, oh. So Libra, let's see what we have got for you this week in your tarot. Let's check it out. Ooh, okay, Libra. We've got the Page of Swords starting us out. So lots of communication. This is lots of text messages, phone calls, emails, etc. Sometimes it can be a youthful energy, or someone who is younger than you or more mature than you. It can be sometimes a little bit of a gossipy energy or a little bit of a spy energy at times. Definitely it's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because it is air sign energy. 6 of Wands. You have a beautiful card here coming out of victory, of triumph, of success. So I really do feel that this is Not a bad week at all. I feel like there is some sort of victory here. You do get something that you really, really wanted to achieve, something that you really wanted to see come to light in your life. And the High Priestess is our final card of this week's outcome. So I feel like the lunar cycles have been very important to you. This is very strong Cancer energy as well, because to me, she is so much aligned with the moon. She is that moon goddess energy. You know, she wears the triple aspect crown with the full moon and the waning and waxing on the sides. But this is, to me as well, a very introverted card. You may, by the week's end, just really need some downtime, because I feel like you're going to be talking a lot, communicating a lot, sharing a lot of ideas. It's going to come out in a good way. I really love that Six of Wands. But you may need a little bit of time to just chill, to relax, to reflect, and just take a break to yourself. You may not be ready to reveal all of your mysteries yet by the end of the week, Libra, and you've got the Three of Pentacles, so there is this nice building energy. Like I said, with that beauty card, I really do feel that this is something where you're working on a lot of collaborative effort. You could be working with a collective of artists or musicians, etc. And so Libra, very, very nice energy for this week ahead. Get out there, communicate, talk, especially online, because the air element is so much about that. It's about the electronics. So it's mostly going to happen through the phone or text or email. That's mostly what I feel that these communications are going to be. But you're going to hear something nice. That's just what I feel for the Six of Wands, because that is a recognized victory. That's some sort of success that feels very, very positive to you. Kind of sets your mind back at ease, puts you back in your power. So let's see what we've got in your affirmations this week. This is an interesting one. I think Aries had this card, the failure card, which I don't want you to take in any bad way. The understanding that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So Libra, I feel like you're really learning from some of those old mistakes or some of those feelings from the past that maybe felt like a failure. But really you're starting to see that it was really just a lesson. It was a way to say, you know what, I've learned from that. I'm not going to repeat that energy again going forward. There is a lot of self-reflection, you know, going on this week with that High Priestess, no doubt. So let's see what we've got next. I know our Scorpios are up next. Yay. It's true, Moonchild. There's some similar energies that share between our polarity signs. There are. Because polarity signs are kind of like the opposite side of the coin for each other. You'll see that a lot in astrology. Not a surprise at all. Not a surprise at all. So let's get into, yeah, I see hair raising. Hey, Nixie, good to see you, sweetheart. Take a minute to shout out some of my folks. See how you doing. Good to see hair raising always. Love her. And old Fry King, of course. Hope he's behaving for y'all. I think he's the only guy in the chat right now. All right, so Scorpio, you are up next, my darlings. I hope you are doing awesome tonight. Hope everything is well in your dark, mysterious world. Happy New Year to you, Scorpio. We are stepping into a brand new vibration. Pluto, your ruling planet, is definitely high vibing right now. It's very active. It's right in the middle of our little planet party. Right in the middle of the Sun, Mercury, Saturn, Jupiter are all dancing with Pluto this week. So let's see what we've got. A lot of energy, a lot of activity, I feel, around your sign. So let's see what we have for you. Major themes in love and romance for this coming week ahead. Please, dear angels, ancestors, and guides, show us Scorpio. Ooh, Scorpio, you setting those fiery boundaries this week. I feel like new vibration, new energy, and you are ready to put your foot down with some people. Oh my goodness, I love this. I love that fiery ring around her. It's like, you're not getting through this. You're not gonna mess with my energy. Anybody that tries to steal your thunder, anybody that's coming towards you that doesn't have good intentions, those boundaries are down. They're very strong. So this week, when it comes to your relationships, Scorpio, if you haven't practiced putting up good boundaries in the past, it's really encouraging you to do so now. And if you have come to a place where you have learned to put down good boundaries, congratulations, because you have got it. I love as well this, this infinity loop right here. I love that. And I love the star, right? Aligning with that crown chakra, with that third eye, right? I mean, it's just seeing everything very, very clearly. Very clearly. Yes, Jacqueline, we're on Scorpio. Good to see you in the chat, hon. All right, let's get into the tarot for our Scorpios. Let's see what we've got. But I love that boundaries card. That's one of my favorites in the deck because boundaries are one of the hardest things. It really can be. Of course, I'm Venus and Pisces, so it's always a challenge. All right, Scorpio, let's see what we got for you. Ooh, okay. Nice. Really nice. Check this out. So 3 of Pentacles action starts out our week, Scorpio. This is very collaborative. A lot of my Scorpios I know personally are working very hard right now. I know that they're really working. To me, 3 of Pentacles is that hard work. It's a collaborative effort. You've got the architect, you've got the priest and the cleric, the acolyte, you've got them all coming together and, bringing that blueprint so that they can start working on a new temple or a new spiritual center. So that's very much, it's a very strong working energy, a very collaborative work. You may be very focused on that this week. Right in the center, we do have our Devil card. Woo, Scorpio. So this is a Capricorn card, and there are like I said, a whole lot of Capricorn elements dancing with you this week, Scorpio. So you may feel, interestingly enough, that work is very tough. Work is really stressing you out this week. Something is stressing you out, and it could be work because we've got that 3 of Pentacles where it's like rebuilding, trying to collaborate, trying to get, a good effort going on with other people, but it may feel like, oh my gosh, this is so much, and it's really hitting me all pretty hard at once. The Capricorn energy makes sense. That's the season we're in. It's the start of a new year. And so, the Devil is also about letting go of things that are really difficult, challenging, things that repress our energy, because it's Capricorn. Capricorn can be very restrictive. And so if you feel like you've been restricted for something or someone, you're really feeling it. It's also, for some of you, because this is general, this can be that feeling of wanting to let go of a negative relationship or distancing yourself from something that is not good for you. And that's where the boundaries come in, and if it's someone that's new, it's like you may be really, placing those boundaries and saying, okay, here's the lines you can't step over with me, right? So that can be challenging. It can be. But Devil energy on its positive side, like I said, it's Capricorn, so it is hard work, it's dedication, and a lot of focus. So outcome card, though, check it out. So we've got the balance between Capricorn and Cancer. The Chariot's a Cancer ruled card. To me, you do have a lot of breakthrough by week's end. A lot of things do change. Your perspective alters dramatically. I think that you step out of this more intense, repressed, difficult energy, and you get into a place where you feel more balanced. I love this card for Scorpio because, we have the black and the white, and I often call Scorpio a black and white sign because you have such intensity within. And so, part of why we have, the black and white horses is because these are the symbol of our emotion. It's the symbol of our direction that we take those emotions in. And so as a result, what we're really trying to do with this Chariot is heal that rift, heal that intensity, and get them to move together in, harmony, in balance. And instead of letting those wild horses of our intense emotions run away with us, that we're in charge of those emotions, that we have learned how to navigate our emotional center so well that we can lead them forward. And that's why we have that healing caduceus in this card. That's why we have all that, because it's all about really healing our inner emotions. That's why it's a Cancer card, because it's the realm of the subconscious. It's the realm of the inner emotions. Very powerful card. I love the Chariot. I love the Chariot card. So let's get into, I feel like you're going to have breakthroughs on the emotional level, on the work level this week. And you're going to start to feel like, okay, I'm learning the curves of getting my balance back. I'm learning how to moderate some of my very heavy, passionate intensity. It's a lifelong journey for Scorpio with that. It is, it really is. But I feel like my Scorpios are learning so much. Oh my gosh, they've learned so much, especially this past year. And they're just going to continue. And it definitely relates to your love and relationship life. So let's get an affirmation on this reading for you, Scorpio. Let's see what we have. And you are right on. That to me is your card, Scorpio, the Death card. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Absolutely, Scorpio. When one door closes, another one opens. And I do feel that that's very much your energy right now. And on the bottom we had peace. So death and peace. I'm a being of love, and I release all negative energy. I do feel that, like both of those. Ooh, and our Knight of Swords is on the bottom of the tarot deck for y'all. This is a lot of change, a lot of rapid information coming in, more wild horses. Don't let yourself get stressed out. I do feel like there could be physical and intellectual stress this week, Scorpio, but I think that you're really doing a lot of work to come through that. You really are. So don't let it overwhelm you, even if it feels overwhelming. Yeah. Thank you so much for that blessing, Amber. I saw that. Oh my gosh. Let's see who we've got in the chat. Laura Z, Nixie, Beth. Yay, guys. Good to see you all. So glad that Jacqueline and Amber are both here at the same time. Whoa, Scorpio power. Such big Scorpio power. Is Laura, I think are you a Scorpio too? I think she is. That's right, Moonchild. It is Saggy time. I'm excited. Yes, let's do Sagittarius next. Sagittarius, this is the week that Venus will be in your sign. It will be completing that cycle on January 8th and stepping into Capricorn. But this continuing week, Sagittarius is still with that sign of Venus. So to me, it's very focused on Sagittarius right now. Jupiter as well is part of our planet party this week. It is dancing with Saturn and Pluto, of course. So it's very active. It's very active. New year, new Jupiter energy. So it's very, very strong. So let's see what we have got for you in love and romance here, Sagittarius. This is going to be for anyone. These are general. So whether you're single, coupled, or in a separation situation, whatever it may be, of course, take these as they resonate and check the placements of your personal natal chart to get more out of these readings if this one does not particularly resonate with you. So dear spirit angels, ancestors, and guardians, please show us our Sagittarius for the week when it comes to love and romance life. Ooh, I like that one. So willpower, yes, Sagittarius, look at that. You're taking out the world and you're giving it a spin and you're saying, where do I want to go next? I love that. Feels very much a little bit like that Two of Wands energy, right? So I think that for you, Sagittarius, this is so much about opening the year and definitely being in this week of using your personal will, your personal firepower, your personal self-determination, your independent spirit to kind of guide you where you want to go. And it's definitely a week where in any relationship situation, you're not willing to let anybody dictate the terms of the agreement or the relationship situation. You're like, no, here's what I want, here's what I want, and here's what I want. Can you give me that? And if you can't, I might spin the globe again and see what else is out there. Woo! Okay. I can feel that one. Feel that. So Sagittarius, let's get into your tarot. Oh my goodness, that willpower card is strong for you because, you know, it's like the Aquarius energy, Jupiter, your ruling planet, being there. It's such a universal mass consciousness energy for you, and it's really heating up. That's how it feels. Let's see what we've got. 3 for Sag, please. Oh my goodness. Hot, hot, hot. I can't. Like Sagittarius, here's the 6. The Lovers. To me, major arcana, Gemini energy here, right off the bat. Nobody else has gotten a Lovers card so far tonight, so you've got it right there. So yeah, I mean, this relationship energy is strong, even if you're single. I mean, it's like you're really thinking about, what is it I want? What is it I kind of insist on, right? And so in the center, more Gemini energy, more Mercury energy, Virgo as well on the Magicians. So to me, this is like, how do I want to direct my love life? How do I want to manifest it? What do I want to bring about? You know, you need good communication with both of these cards. Both of these cards, you know, like communication is huge, huge in your relationships, no matter which ones they are this week, whether you're single, coupled, in separation, it does not matter. It's really about that. And you may be dealing with a Gemini, you may be dealing with a Virgo. Those are the big signs that are on here already. 9 of Wands. Look at that fighter. I mean, to me, this is that defensive energy. This is like, no, I want what I want. I'm sick of having to fight all the time to get what I want. I'm going to stand my ground. I'd rather not be fighting anymore because I'm really darn tired. I need a nap. But if you want, I'll keep fighting, right? Because you haven't lost your spark yet. You haven't lost your fire over this. So I feel that, you know, there's a definite energy that if you can't have what you really want, if you can't have the things that you know that you need to make a relationship work, you know, you're going to stand your ground for it. The Magician to me is also about creating a new reality. So it's like if you've had the same old kind of relationship again and again and again, you're really reconsidering, well, why am I drawing that to me? Why, you know, this could even be like vision boarding, you know, for love or a relationship, and just saying, I've got to change my perspective of what it is that I want. And if I've done the same kind of thing over and over and I get the same result and I don't like that result, I got to change the approach. Yeah, so it's a strong reading. Also on the bottom, we've got our 6 of Swords here. So to me, that's leaving behind a lot of old drama. That's leaving behind the troubled, choppy waters for the still peaceful ones ahead. So I think you're also making a very, you know, the 6 of Swords is a decision made with both the head and the heart, because the water is the emotions, the swords are the intellect. And so, yeah, it's really about making that heart and mind decision to say, I'm not going to go towards the drama. If someone shows me that right on the beginning, like, I'm going to keep sailing. Keep sailing. So this is a power one for Sagittarius. It's very, very feisty, very fiery, very strong. Let's get an affirmation on this for y'all. I like this card. Judgment is coming out here, Sagittarius, so check it out. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Ooh, so to me, there's a thing about judgment. Sometimes it's good to have good judgment. Capricorns are often, we're accused of being judgmental, but, you know, I sometimes say that it's, you know, you have to exercise your judgment. But not in a negative way, right? It's really about understanding, yes, that everyone's on their own path. Does their path work with your path, right? It's like nobody's perfect, but sometimes it's like your imperfections work with their imperfections really, really well, right? It's just the way that works. It's not about finding a perfect person. It's about finding, you know, someone where the things that you both have too much or hurt each other worse, right? Wow, guys. Very strong reading for you this week, Saggy. I like it. I like that Lover's card. That cracks me up. My mom, when I first showed her this deck, she was like, when she saw this, she was like, "Oh, look, it's Mr. and Mrs. Good Looking." She's like, "Nobody looks that good." I was like, "Yeah, Mom, but it's tarot art. It's an idealized." Oh my god. And speaking of my mom, my crazy Capricorn mom. All right, we got Capricorn in the house. All my goats. All my goats. All right, how are the goats doing this week? Let's see what we got. I'm very curious. Hey, Krista, I'm very curious to see what we've got for Capricorn coming up this week. The first week of the year. We are in Capricorn season. A big happy birthday and happy new year to all my Capricorns out there. This is, you know, we always begin our new year in Capricorn time. That's why everybody wants to make those resolutions during Capricorn season, because they're thinking very seriously. All right, Capricorn, this is going to be for love. This is going to be for romance, relationship themes coming up for this week ahead. So let's see what we have. This is going to be general for whoever it's meant to be for, whether you're single, coupled, in separation, no matter what your situation may be. And of course, if these don't resonate, you may want to check the other placements in your chart to get more information on any of these readings. So dear angels, spirits, guardians, guides, and ancestors, let's see what you have for our Capricorns in love for the week ahead. I needed to shuffle those a good bit. Freedom is your key word this week, Capricorn. So whatever that means for you, set yourself free. Look at that cage starting to disappear around her, right? To me, this is a new year. It's a new vibration. It's time to let yourself be free, to go where you need to go. A lot of the time, you know, this card reminds me of the Eight of Swords in the tarot. So it could as well be setting yourself free from anxieties, from fears about a relationship, from worries that you may have about a connection. I see that very strongly as well. So very strong personal liberation card coming in for Capricorn. And of course, our ruling planet now, Saturn, is moving through the sign of freedom and liberation, which is Aquarius. So this is really going to be teaching us Capricorns the next 3 years, and everyone on a global level, you know, how to live with authenticity, how to liberate yourself. And then, you know, no matter what relationship you're in, if you're living true to yourself and you're being very honest and authentic, you will feel free. Even within, you know, the commitment of a relationship, you will feel that sense of being able to move and breathe and have that relaxed quality. So let's get into your tarot for the week, Capricorn. Oh gosh, that is like, should I shuffle them again? But no, I think these. So the Chariot card is coming out first here, Capricorn. That is Cancer energy, and it's your opposite sign, right? So to me, this is healing the deeper side of your subconscious, the deeper side of your emotional side. Again, you know, like we talked about with Scorpio, this is an intense emotional card, right? Because it's that dark, it's that light, it's the yin and the yang, the masculine, the feminine, right? And so Capricorn, I believe it's really strongly a week where you're learning a lot about your inner emotions and how to handle the intensity of them very strongly. Three of Pentacles is here. So I do feel there's a lot of work with you going on a spiritual level. You may be really thinking about, you know, how do I lay a new blueprint? How do I make plans? who do I need to call or talk to that can help me in my progress and my growth? This is an earthy energy, so it's definitely your energy. It's a building energy, but it's also very spiritual, because this is the card where the priest and the acolyte are coming to the architect and saying, we have this blueprint here. We want to, build a new spiritual temple, a new church, a new place of worship, etc. So it's a very spiritual card as well. You may be really working on kind of building up your spirit, building up that energy around yourself this week. And Capricorn, you do have this Devil card, and it's interesting, right? We have the Cancer energy and the Capricorn energy. This is your power card, so I never take anything too negative away from the Devil when it comes up into your own reading, because to me, this can very much be you seated in your power, understanding yourself better on a deeper level. Capricorn, you may be careful not to work too hard this week. You may need a little relaxation, because, the negative side of the Devil is similar to Capricorn's energy, which is where you can just work yourself to the bone, right? And just not give yourself the breaks that you need, not give yourself the time. And so we have the Ten of Swords on the bottom here this week, Capricorn. I think that if there's been something worrying you in your relationship or in your love life, you may be really coming to the end of that. You really might be getting, of course, the answers that you seek, gaining that more free perspective. And I think a lot of what you're freeing yourself from is really this worry, this anxiety. Capricorns in love have a horrible horrible tendency to be in that energy of waiting for the other shoe to drop. Even if something's going really well in love or relationship, we're always like, yeah, but when's a crappy thing gonna happen that I've got to plan for so that I can be prepared so it doesn't hit me too hard. So Capricorn, it may be really time to start, dismantling that a bit, working on the fact that not everything is gonna fall apart on you. That is, it's oof. I mean, this to me is very, it almost feels personal to me, and I bet it feels personal to a lot of goats that may watch this, because I think that this is digging deeper into something that a lot of Capricorns tend to do. And Capricorns have a very, very long memory, so if we've been hurt or betrayed before in a relationship, which this card is about, we get real, like, we get real gun shy. We get real, like, backed up on our mountain, right? We're just like, oh crap, like, yeah. It's funny how, like, Capricorns, if we're relaxed and we know we're on solid footing and solid ground, like, we're funny, we're happy, we tell lots of jokes, people think we're just hilarious. But if they see us in that mode of, like, when we're not certain, and when we feel like an earthquake might come, and we're kind of like, that's when we get really taciturn, we get shut down, we get serious, we get quiet, we get grumpy and somber, and then it's like we're totally different under those circumstances. We are. And so this is, to me, what this is really dealing with. But it's a very, very nice energy, simply because the Devil is your power card in the major arcana. The Chariot is the Cancer major arcana, and so to me, it's like you're seeing both sides of yourself really clearly this week, in the way that you deal with your relationships, in the way that you deal with other people. And I really feel like you're trying to rebuild a better self here, and you're not going it alone, because the Three of Pentacles is about, enlisting the help of either a trusted counselor, friends, even your partner, to kind of help you with that. And it's really setting you free for the week. It's a nice read. So let's get into your affirmation here, Capricorn. This is pretty awesome, actually. Oof. Health. Yeah, health is important this week, Capricorn. I definitely got the feeling that a lot of you, that enshrines Capricorn. Be sure to eat well, get those extra naps, drink plenty of water, take those walks. If you're feeling really exhausted and you've got a work project or something that you feel like, I gotta get this done, it's important to remember that. Oh my goodness, Capricorn, what a reading. That was a good one for y'all. Aquarius, what we got for you? Aquarius, you are, I think, in a very powerful place in your development, I think that Aquarius is affecting our planet very strongly. Very interestingly, both my winter solstice reading and my 2021 prediction live last night, guess what came up when I shuffled what the most highlighted sign will be for this next year and for this winter. Both times we got Aquarius on two separate readings. So I think Aquarius, y'all are in a power place this week. I think that the world is in a power place for it. I think there's just going to be a lot of change on a huge social level. I'm ready. I'm getting ready. I'm like, buckle up, because it's we're going to see something really shift in the mass consciousness. We're going to see some revolutionary energy, some radical energy. I hope some power to the people energy. That's what we need so much. It's a unity. It's freedom. It's the universal interconnection of all beings. That's Aquarius, right? It's really futuristic. It really wants to make the world a better place. It wants to help. It wants to heal. It wants to organize everyone into something better. It always envisions a better society. Yeah, that's Aquarius. They're very utopian, very idealistic, and they're very ahead of their time. So many times they see things coming before they get there very strongly. So let's see what we've got for you, Aquarius. This, I think, is going to be a power year for you. Very, very strong. Jupiter in your sign this year, Saturn in your sign for the next 3 years. Let's bring it. I'm loving it because I'm an Aquarius rising, and I'm like, yeah, let's go. So this is going to be a love reading for you, Aquarius. Let's see what we've got for you in your love and relationship life coming up for this week ahead. These are general, so please take them as they resonate, whether you're single, coupled, or in separation. Please, dear angels, guardians, and guides, show us Aquarius in love and romance for this week ahead. Life purpose. Wow. Okay. I mean, nothing, nothing too big, just your life purpose. That's all. To me, as above, so below in this card. So Aquarius, this is about rooting, grounding, getting centered, getting stable, and has love relates to your life purpose. What relationships encourage your life purpose? What people in your life contribute to that or help illuminate things along your path that say, oh, that's where I need to go next. Oh, that's what I need to pick up on. And we all have those relationships, whether they're romantic or platonic, family, etc., that are more helpful, and we have those that are more destructive. We all have them. So this is really focusing on that and really going towards, for singles, it's like going towards relationships that really encourage us on our life path. And if we're already in a relationship, it's like that's encouraging things to be, growing even more, right? So let's see what we have in your tarot this week, Aquarius. Let's see what we've got. Very nice. Oh my gosh, really good stuff. First card out is the Fool card, and the Fool card is Aries and it's Aquarius. So there you are in your own energy. Have faith, trust in the divine, take those leaps of faith. I think that, like I said, maintaining that kind of stability and grounding, even if things are shaking all around you, it's really about having that grounding and stability within, right? Really being connected to yourself, to your higher mind, your higher mission. And that's going to help you to know when to act. That's going to help you to know when to take the leap of faith. On the center, love to see this, especially in your own reading. Kind of funny, it's just like me getting the devil for Capricorn, right? It's like that's your power card. The star is your power card, Aquarius, and that's coming up front and center. So even if you don't feel particularly empowered or strong or whatever it is, you actually are. You actually are. You really, truly are. To me, the star is hope and faith being renewed, wishes and dreams being more within view of, you know, manifesting. It's really that next level of ascension. It is about personal freedom and liberation after a very heavy cycle. Yeah. And it's, again, it's your power card. So I always feel very strong that you're in a good week. Like, you're in a good week. And I feel like, you know, when it comes to your love life, it's like you're coming through as a very strong individual, no matter what your relationship situation may be like. And we've got the Two of Pentacles. So I do feel like there is this balancing act, a little bit of juggling going on where you're trying to balance two elements of your life. One may be the very emotional, one may be the very intellectual. Wouldn't be a surprise, Aquarius, because that's kind of you. So just, you know, remember to have joy in the journey. Remember to enjoy each step of the way. That's very much what I get, like with the Two of Pentacles and the Fool, right? Their energy is very similar. It's like, I'm just going to stay in the moment. I'm going to stay in the moment. I'm going to do what I need to do. Two of Pentacles being an earth energy is like, you know, you may have work to do. And so it's like, just stay in the moment with it. Don't get too heavy about it, Aquarius. You know, get it done and take a break. And you definitely be encouraged to take a break, because I saw those Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So if you've been overthinking anything, especially in your love life this week, or worrying about something, remember to relax, Aquarius. Remember to do the things that help you to de-stress, unwind, release anxieties. Take a break out. Take a break for your mind. It's very important. Aquarius being an air sign, you know, your mind runs very hot and all the time, and it's hard to turn it off, just like for any air sign. And so Four of Swords is a very, very like nice tap on the shoulder, like, get a nap, Aquarius. Do some meditation. Yeah, relax. Don't let that get to you. Remember to be, as Ms. Mindful always says, be mindful about, you know, your thoughts. Don't let them take you down a dark hole. You know, just be very much in that higher mind, right? In that higher mind and the life purpose, and giving love and energy to the life purpose. That really is very good, not just for you, but for all of your relationships that you engage in. Very nice, very, very nice energy this week, Aquarius. Just remember to take care of you. It's very important. And so let's see what we've got for you in your affirmations. Acceptance. Yes, I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. And wow, what a powerful, that's one of my favorite, I don't know what you want to call it. It's not really a poem. It's like a mission statement, you know, is, you know, the acceptance. I've got it on my wall, actually. So to me, this is about accepting what you can't change and being at peace with it, right? That's not your job to have to change everything. And so, you know, this is accepting people where they are, as they are, accepting where you are, as you are. Beautiful energy, guys. I love this. Oh, thank you so much, Ms. Mindful. Oh. And on the bottom, we have surrender, acceptance and surrender. Look at that. I release my need to control. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the serenity prayer. That's what it's called. That's right, Moonchild. Yes. It's beautiful. It's so helpful sometimes when you're really like spinning. Yeah, when it's just, oh, it's got that way of just grounding you right back. And it's like, oh yeah, okay. I don't have to stress out about this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's awesome. All right, Aquarius, I pray a good week for you ahead as we start our new year energy. I feel very strongly about the Aquarians in the world this year. And really, indeed, beyond this year, really into, you know, the next 3 years because of the Saturn transit. But I think because we have both Jupiter and Saturn in this particular year, it's kind of the year of the Aquarian. It truly is. I mean, it really is, because in our collective reads, Aquarius, you were the sign that came out of this zodiac sign deck both times. I just, yeah. It's lining up in the planets and it's lining up in the cards. So I feel very strong about it. When I get time, I'm going to watch some of my other favorite readers on YouTube, because I can't wait to see what they're picking up on too. Because a lot of the time, It's pretty cool. Like you'll watch one reader and they'll say something, and then you watch another one and it's like they'll say a very similar thing just in a little bit different way, and you're like, ooh, it's like it's lining up. So it's very exciting. I just love that. I love that, and it's certainly lining up in the planets. That's for sure. You know, I mean, it's like winter solstice. We you know, went out with that amazing you know, conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter. It's still conjunct, still conjunct. It's just not as close to, you know, right on top of each other as it was, but they're still conjunct. They're going to be for a little while. All right, Pisces, thank you so much for being patient, for all my fishies out there that have been waiting for their reading. I hope my Pisces are doing amazing as always. I love my Pisces folks out there. This is going to be your love and romance reading for the week ahead. So let's see what we've got for you in relationships, Pisces. Dear angels, guardians, guides, let's see what you have for our Pisces, no matter whether they are single, coupled, or in separation. Show us our Pisces, please. Ooh, Pisces, and this is a perfect card for you, psychic abilities. So Pisces, when it comes to love and romance this week, this is calling for you to use your intuition, use your gifts of perception, which are considerable. Pisces, you are such a naturally psychic, naturally sensitive sign. That I think that you know how to see the truth. Many times you scare people because you can be a bit of a mind reader. If you're in a relationship and something's going on, you might just be like, I know what's up with you, and you tell them what's up with them, and they're like, how did you know? That could be this kind of week. Let's get some tarot on this. To me, it's also opening that third eye, you know, that third eye chakra, right? Clearing the mind so that your, you know, intuition can work really, really well this week is very important. So let's see. You might want to listen, go on YouTube, Pisces, and do a little word search for third eye chakra sound therapy. Because you'll come up with some really good sound files that you can listen to. I would recommend doing that this week to really help, you know, strengthen and clarify this third eye for you. That's really going to help your intuition and your perception. I do that with my tuning forks because I have all the chakra forks and one is the third eye. So whenever you use that sonic frequency, it really helps. It really helps. So let's get into your tarot. Let's see what you've got for this week ahead, my fishies. Oh, Pisces, I think you're leaving something that's got you bummed out. That's what I think. Anything that's not working for you this week, you're taking off. Look at that. 8 of Cups. I think you're really leaving something behind in a big, powerful way. It doesn't mean that a relationship is necessarily coming to an end, but it does mean that there is something that is not satisfying that you are letting go of, something that you're leaving behind, and you're continuing to go on your journey. You're continuing to go on the next step of your path. I love the full moon being in that picture because we just had our big full moon in Cancer. I think this was a very intense full moon for kind of everyone out there. A lot of people were really feeling it. Cancer moons bring up a lot of subconscious emotion to the surface. And for Pisces, it's super powered because it was a fellow water sign. If you haven't watched the reading I did for your Cancer full moon, those are all up. Definitely go watch it because it could really tie into some of this message here. Judgment card coming up in the center. To me, this is the higher vibration of the death card, right? Whereas the death is the actual death and transformation and transition. Judgment is the resurrection, the rebirth, you know, being revived, right? The spirit being reborn. And so to me, it's like you're letting go of some old emotional baggage, something that hasn't been spiritually or emotionally fulfilling to you because you know, like there's a whole new life that I could have, and it's very divinely guided. And with this 4 of Cups, Pisces, there's something between these two. You're over it. Like you're over it. You're so over it. You're already on the other side of the mountain, right? To me, because this 4 of Cups can be that procrastination energy a little bit. This is the energy if someone keeps telling you they're going to call you, someone keeps saying you're going to go out and they keep canceling at the last minute. You know, sometimes literally setting you up and you show up for a date and you're just like, where the heck are you? That's what this is. This, to me, this is somebody constantly putting us on hold, and we're just kind of sitting there waiting for, feeling like, you know, if only I had this one cup, then everything could get better. But really, no. Really, no. Fill that own cup for yourself, Pisces. It's not worth sitting around waiting for anybody that is going to mess with you. And look at this, Queen of Swords. Pisces, oh my word. For those of you who are resonating with this, I feel like you're ready to just kick out bad garbage. This is Libra energy. This is justice. This is equality and liberation, and like saying, you know what? You keep messing around with me. You keep messing around with me. I am a Pisces. I am sweet. I'm gentle, but I can also be a freaking shark, and I will bite you. I mean, the Queen of Swords is to me like the badass mama. She does not put up with any funny business. No BS, no lies, no lack of integrity comes into her court. She's actually one of my favorite cards of the tarot. I love seeing her because whenever I see her, I know something negative's getting cut out. Something that doesn't work is going down. And so if you're dealing with someone, Pisces, I feel like this is more specific to those of you who are either maybe going through a breakup or considering going through a breakup, because it's like if somebody hasn't been treating you right, you're really super aware of it. You can see right through anything they're telling you, right? If they're lying to you, you know it. If they're being truthful with you, you know it, right? You just have it. You have the psychic link. You're ready for a brand new life. Some of you may have even met somebody nicer, and you're kind of thinking, why am I hanging around for this guy who's not even showing up? Yeah, so, whew, it's a little heavy. It's a little heavy. Not gonna lie, but it's also very like super strong. It's like you've had it. A lot of my fish out there have had it. Pisces, if your relationship is going awesome and you know things are great and things are peaceful and happy, this isn't your reading. This to me is very specific to a situation that has needed transformation for a very long time, and you need freedom from it. This is for someone who is really like either just about to cut those cords or already has. So that's it. You know, that's what I really think for this reading. So if this wasn't for you, Pisces, I'm sorry. but for the Pisces it was meant for, it's definitely meant for them. And it's really a very encouraging one, because to me it's like you're stepping back up into that power. You're getting back up on the throne. It's like, you know what? I sat under this tree crying over you for a while. I did that. But now, you know, I'm moving on. I'm cutting this out. I'm stepping back onto my throne. And the angels are reviving my life. That's it. You already knew it was coming, Pisces. That's the kick. You already kind of felt this coming. You knew if this is your story, you knew. You already knew. You already felt it. Let's get into your affirmation on this. Let's see what we've got here. Adversity. Yes, accepting that challenges are the best way to learn. It's true. You know about that, you know, it's like if we don't experience adversity and challenge in life, we don't grow. And that's why when you see people, usually the ruling class, that, you know, they've never really had to struggle for anything. They've never really experienced a whole lot of this adversity in their life. They're like stunted. They're weird. They're almost not human because they haven't gone through anything really hard. Pain makes us grow. Pain makes us get better, right? It's a refining fire. So Pisces, even if this has been challenging, even if this has been super adverse, you've learned so much. You won't make the same mistakes again. That's what I believe out of this. This is so honestly hugely transforming, because Judgment is the Pluto card. Pluto rules Scorpio, and that's the ultimate transformation. Life and death and rebirth cycles. Phoenix from the ashes. This is a Phoenix from the ashes card. Absolutely. So I just feel like this major emotional and psychic rebirth for you guys in your relationships this week. This is great. Oh, you're welcome, Krista. Thank you so much for that blessing, darling. And thank you for everybody that that contributes, anyone that ever has. You know, no matter what amount it is. I appreciate it so much. Hey, Tree Hugger Tarot. I like your name. From one tree hugger to another, hun. Yeah. Um, and thank you as well to anybody, even if you haven't been able to financially donate to the channel. I just appreciate your energy, appreciate your time. I appreciate you all making each other laugh in the chat, encouraging each other. It really uplifts my heart that that everybody's been able to meet each other here, and I think we just have a wonderful little community. So I will be back on Sunday night. I will be here at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for our Spirit Animal Sunday readings. Those are super fun. We have a really great time on those. They're hilarious. We work with all of our spirit animal tarot and oracles and work with our spirit animal energies, and it's great messages. You never know exactly what's going to come through, but it's very inspiring, super, super fun, and I just enjoy the heck out of it because Spirit Animal Oracle is actually what I started reading when I was a teenager, you know, when I was first getting into card reading or any of it. That was what really attracted me first off, was the spirit animal decks, because I've always been an animal person. It's, you know, there are animal people. We are very aligned with our animals. That's what I feel so strongly drawn towards. So that's really it. Yeah. Ooh, that sounds so cool, Tree Hugger. Readings under the tree in the park. Aw, that's awesome. That's a great way to do it, too, because you know the trees are grounding. Sitting next to a tree and getting right next to the roots, getting our root chakra right next to that tree. Ah, nothing will get us better than that. Yes. All right, my darlings. I had a wonderful evening with y'all. I have got a date with a pot of black-eyed peas because black-eyed peas are what us Southern folk eat for good luck on New Year's Day. So I've got to go get at it before midnight. And I will be seeing y'all again, hopefully, back on Sunday. So have a wonderful week and weekend. And I will be talking to y'all really soon. Have a great night, y'all.